What's up, boys? Out on the range, me and the fellas, Joe, Han, and Andy. Got Laugo arms, kind enough to drop off this new alien pistol. I've never got a chance to shoot it. These dudes got to shoot a couple rounds through it last week. And how's that grip angle feel?
It definitely, yeah, mirrors a Glock. So it's you got to really focus on driving that straight down. But obviously, it's one of those things. Once you kind of know where it's at, she gets hot real fast.
Hot, right? I mean, it's flat for sure. It's definitely, the trigger's nice.
Jerk the shit out of that one. That frame does get excessively hot.
Excessively hot. I mean, only 3 mags too. Like it.
Well, I mean,
that's
that's
you won't be able to touch it.
2.5. I know it's decently warm out here, but like that frame is almost too hot to the touch.
Yeah. I appreciate how low the barrel is. Like when you index with your support grip thumb, it's basically in line. So, I mean, it shoots flat. It shoots right where you want it to be, even instinctively shooting. But how hot it gets, I can't ignore that. And when you actually go to rack this slide, if you grab it traditionally, like by the optic, it doesn't move.
Yep.
So the barrel doesn't hinge at all. It's completely flat. This is the only part that actually moves. So you got to be pretty accurate with it. Those big gross motor movements on like a Glock or a SIG where you just power stroke it, you got to be really accurate because if you grab this top, nothing's going to happen. You grab by the optic, nothing's going to happen. So you get the guys that go just underneath the optic, right there on the back of the slide, you have to be really accurate. If you grab a hold of the optic too, it's not moving.
Yeah. No, to rack that piece.
I mean, you got good serrations, but I mean, you got to be all the way up front to grab them. How hot is it up front?
It's real hot.
Yeah.
Like trying to tap rack that thing after a few mags, it may become an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, guys with gloves.
You get a 30-round mag, you're good. Just don't reload it.
Ah.
I mean, it shoots flat. It feels good in the hand. The weight feels great.
Yeah.
The optic, I don't mind. It's got a big window. It's kind of like an SRO. I don't mind that.
Yeah, this optic's pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of like a Delta Point Pro mixed with a Romeo Max.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just because of the roundness, I like a good size window just because you pick up the dot somewhere a little faster. Because the smaller the window, obviously, if you really are off on your presentation or grip just a little bit, you're not gonna find that dot.
Yeah. Andrew, you want to shoot this thing?
Yeah.
Ice it.
Ice it.
Ice it. You ice it, I'll jam him.
Joey, let's go.
I'm gonna go ice
Yeah.
it.
Got to pull a round out of it?
Man.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, that grip angle, getting used to that. I keep wanting to kick it up. Got to definitely drive down a little bit.
The weight of the gun feels good, right?
Weight's good, and it doesn't really kick around. I mean, that red dot is staying within that chest box the entire time, which is like pretty awesome. I mean, we just had ice on this. I can already feel it starting to heat up, like mess with that grip a little bit.
It's flat for sure.
Super flat.
The trigger's nice.
See if I can feel that wall. You know, I really like too, because that barrel's lower. I mean, all of that is just pushing right into the meat of the hand every single time. You're definitely gonna account for that barrel height.
How hot's that frame?
It's heating up. Well, you want to get your hand off of it pretty quick. That's kind of when you get back in the holster, so you just give the hand a break. Especially when you need to like really start opening up on this thing. You like want to break down, really grip down on it, but you find yourself just wanting to avoid the front completely.
Exactly.
Which is like affecting my grip placement and my like being able to hold on to it. You're like, man, I want to get away from the heat.
I feel like I see a lot of guys run these in competitions, right?
Not as much as that one, because it's $6 grand a pop.
They're $6,000 a piece?
Yep.
Holy shit.
So it's one of those guns
that's
that
hot, huh?
might be cool to have.
Yeah.
It's a conversational piece, collector piece.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure.
dude, definitely interesting.
Yeah,
But like, it's fucking hot, dude.
it is.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like you gotta
And you got to work around this side if you're coming from the back. You got to come in from the front here.
Yeah, if guys traditional
fucking
ways or
hot.
slingshot or anything like that to rack that thing, there's no, so like the traditional, like you can't rack that one-handed. So if you're doing a tap, rack, bang, those drills where you do one-handed drills, there's no way to rack that one-handed. I guess that's the biggest thing for
shit.
right. You couldn't your
No.
tactical
Yeah.
whole deal like with this piece, you know, like that. You can't do that with that one. There's no way. So if you get a jam to tap rack that, if you're injured, that competition, conversational piece. But for law enforcement, military, you have to have that ability to use it one-handed. Carrying it for self-defense. I'm carrying my kid and I get a jam. I drop my baby to tap rack that thing. There's no way to rack that thing. So there has to be a way for them to add some type of small catch or something. But
I mean, dude, trigger's nice. The reset's awesome.
the center
The
bore line,
weight is
I like the
set.
fact that I think it helps with the recoil, the fact that the bore line is really in line with the bottom part of this frame. Because right where my hand sits, that's where that barrel's at. And so all that recoil is going back here instead of traditionally, like with most guns, it's above you. So it kicks up like this. I think that helps out with the recoil piece, right? But yeah.
Dude, if you ran a 30-round mag in it, you wouldn't have to worry about any of that nonsense.
That's the same thing. Like, there's no way to one-hand rack this. There's no malfunction that you can mess with that. I mean, that's really getting in the weeds with it, but it's a cool-looking gun. Shoots real nice.
Yeah.
That trigger's super crisp. Whew.
The reset's
Reset's nice.
It's accurate.
Well, and that was a big thing too. I'm like, you're confident in those shots. Like every single shot, you're like confident.
The only thing I don't like is when it gets so hot, you start to manipulate your grip ever so slightly so you don't have to make contact with the side of the frame.
And that was a big
like
thing.
I don't like having to change my process because of something. It's the same thing as shooting some of the, we shot one of the carbines the other day and it was integrally suppressed. So fucking hot, you couldn't even hold on to it. It's like, what, I break out a welder's glove when I want to shoot this thing? It's like, I can't have that.
Well, you think of your typical shooter, they index on the frame, right?
Yeah.
And you get a lot of guys that aren't used to flagging that piece right there. It's going to start drifting down, and it's going to start getting towards that trigger well area, because that's the only way for it to go.
And then even with that, that support grip, right? Hey, we're all used to that gas pedal. Hey, you're driving that thumb forward. I mean, I found myself, you're just like, I'm breaking that grip, that support grip back just to get off of that frame.
Yeah, it's just hot enough, dude. But it feels cool. I mean, it's heavy. I like heavy. Heavy's reliable.
Yeah.
If it doesn't shoot, you can beat them to death with it.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, I mean, I think for the dudes that are into it, I bet they fucking love it.
Yeah.
But, dude, not talking shit, but like being out on a course where you're shooting 1,000 rounds a day, this is gonna fuck you up, dude. It just is. Like back to back, like there's really long strings of fire, it's gonna be so hot, dude.
But I can see the argument too, competition shooting. Hey, if you're pulling this thing out just to run the comp, dude.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
we shot 3 mags, 17 plus. That's only 60 rounds, and it was too hot to handle. Like, you have to take a break. We put it on ice so we could speed this up a little bit, but it shouldn't be that hot after 60 rounds.
Dude, I really dig this grip though.
Oh.
I just wish it was shaved down a little more. Like,
Well, I think they have a new another model where it has more of a traditional like SIG type deal. Was it the competition one?
Yeah, and they have one for a 2011 style grip too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like just that little bit of a swell, it's gonna make you naturally heel it up just a little bit. If you reduce that, it naturally present a little bit flatter. I mean, this gun shoots flat as shit already. Just for the guys that are used to shooting something more traditional, you're naturally gonna can it up just ever so slightly. So as you present, level. But, I mean, dude, not bad at all. Yeah, I bet the guys who shoot them a lot love them. We just shoot too damn much, and then it gets.
It's not a workhorse, man.
Yeah. It's definitely a Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a sports car, right? Hey, you're pulling that thing out on Sunday. Go take a nice Sunday drive.
Yeah, you want to bring your friends out, get them on the flat range. Man, you were saying if you don't want to run an optic, you've got a different front sight post. You drop this pin, flip it out, drop on irons.
Yeah.
Let's go do that at the table. Let's go check it out. Now,
Essentially
boys
what
at the
it
training
comes with.
department,
You got a little push
been hammering
pin.
this up, figuring this out. Now, did you drop this pin right here? Right? There it goes. Got it.
Yeah, unpin, knock forward.
So yeah, this is where the sear catches. So unlike the traditional guns where it comes up from the receiver, this is where that catches right there, and that helps it kind of shoot flat too, right?
Let's have that hammer.
Yeah, that's the hammer piece pretty much where it hits the sear.
Yeah, so barrel's not moving up at all. Did you get a sig on you?
Yeah.
So if you go ahead and correct it, see how the barrel naturally tilts up? That thing's not going to do that. Just straight return to zero.
You can cycle it like that. Go ahead and rack that slide. That barrel does not move.
Which is super cool.
The double buffer system definitely helps that piece out too.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, drop that in. You can have multiple slides, multiple sights. That's it. Now she's ready to go for iron sights.
But with your index finger being that close to the same level as the barrel, you can point and shoot that thing pretty fucking easy. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you got your thumbs. We always talk about thumbs. That's right in line with that barrel. You can see that. So that whole traditional, hey, where my thumb's pointing is pretty much where that barrel's going to be pointing.
Can we shot it with irons yet?
No, let's go shoot it.
Well, dude, that's I didn't even look for the front sight. I mean, yeah, dude, wherever you point that index thumb, that works. Dude, that ain't bad at all. Here, Jimmy, this up for you. Try it with irons.
Yeah.
It's crazy how flat it is.
Dude, I'm staring at this front sight the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's not gone out of my eye.
No.
Like, it's right there. Most guns, your front sight definitely pops up for a second. Like the instinctive point to shoot.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
I dig that.
Oh, good, nice and hot. Perfect.
We always make the ginger go last.
Gotcha.
We're breaking his hands.
That's cool.
It's cool.
That's cool.
It is cool.
That's maybe the most natural, just I'm pointing my hand and that, oh God, that is hot.
It's fucking hot.
Oh my gosh. Legitimately, I'm like, I'm gonna burn myself. That's the most instinctive shooting though, like natural. Almost you don't even have to think about it. It's just put the red dot on, everything's lined up. It's so close to your hand, drives right back into the wrist. I mean, it's just going exactly where you're putting your hand every single time. That is hot though.
Is there anything else like that, Manny?
Not that I'm tracking.
No, I'm not tracking anything else like that. It's sick though.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I want to run it as my primary, but yeah, it's definitely a cool conversation piece. And especially if guys have been shooting their whole lives, you've never seen anything like that, I find it interesting.
Yeah, I find it interesting. It's nice to shoot, like I said. Civilian application, competition style stuff. Absolutely. I mean, it shoots super flat. That trigger break, that trigger reset, all the components of it. Minus the heat piece. I would try to figure out to put some type of heat shield on the inside of that slide.
Part of me thinks too, because it's all closed up, if you just open up maybe some air vents
some ports.
just to be able to let that heat escape, just getting trapped up inside of there. That'd probably be helpful.
What do you guys think?
Dude, there's a lot of pros and cons with this thing. Dude, I like the grip, right? The dew textures. They actually looks like some G10 grips here. Probably got some ways to interchange it out. Always like that personalized option. The barrel, the fact that it's such a low line, it's in line with how your grip is. So that recoil is very, very minimal. Like I'm not having to fight it. I'm not really controlling and managing a whole lot of recoil because the gun does it itself. The cyclic side basically is just on the side here, right? So the whole thing doesn't slide, so it keeps a lot of the weight stationary and in front. A lot of things, the whole slide and the barrel kind of comes up and it naturally gives that nice rise. Whatever they've done with this pistol to design it has minimized the recoil overall. Shoots flat, like really, really flat.
Trigger's awesome, slide release is great. Mag release, great. The one issue that I have is it, brother, it gets hot. Like 3 mags into it,
It's a scorcher.
dude, it is. Like I have to break my grip. And if you ran this thing for a full course of fire, it's gonna be hotter than shit. And I mean, for me, even after 3 mags, I have to make subtle adjustments to my grip just to make sure my touch points aren't the same. Because if you drop that finger on the slide after 3 mag, it's hot, dude. Like hot enough to where it'd be like a suppressor trying to take it off. Like you can't do it. Like it's hot. If you ran 10 mags through it, you're in a jam. I'm not saying you're going to for the competition guys. I bet they love it. It is flat as shit. I don't think I've shot a gun that's that flat. I was expecting to not like it. I love the weight. I love the grip. I like the flared mag well. I like you can throw a light on it. I like the barrel doesn't move. I've never seen that before. That seems like something that's very new to the industry that I dig. Joey did bring up one issue, and that's one-handed manipulation. It's being able to rack it off the slide. In this configuration, you can't do it. I guess Manny told us to get a competition model where you can actually grab it from the optic itself and rack it like a traditional pistol, Glock, SIG, anything else, which we're all kind of used to. you have to be super accurate with where you put your fingers on this to be able to manipulate that slide. So you think about a slide lock reload or a tap rack bang to roll over. You can't just gross motor movement this thing. And if you're trying to grab it from behind the optic, you have to be super, super accurate. If you grab on the optic, it's not really gonna move. So you really have to get a great touch point.
You have to
I think
focus
all
on
of us
that.
are naturally kind of rolling up to the very front of it to get it. But if you don't have lube on it, the tolerances are super tight. I mean, that adds to the recoil management, the accuracy, everything else, which we all appreciate. But that's not like anything we've ever had to deal with before. I mean, I've always just been the guy, I just roll it over my hand and I rack it. But if you grab a hold of this whole frame, like, you have to be pretty aware of exactly where you have to get it. And we definitely have to lube it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the overall weight, sick.
A lot of good pros. Like DJ said, the only 2 cons is the fact that this frame gets excessively hot after 3 mags, so about 60 rounds, and the one-handed manipulation is very minimal. Like if I had to tap rack this with one hand, in some foreseen situation, there's no way I could get around that.
One thing I think worth bringing up is how low the barrel is. I mean, that's pretty unique. We're all used to that barrel being a little bit higher. You're getting that kick, but based off of this design, I mean, it is noticeable. With that lower barrel drop closer to the hands, you've got a lot of control, especially when we dropped iron sights on this thing. The instinctive shooting is so natural. It's very interesting, but I would definitely classify this thing as like a sports car, right? You're pulling this thing out, showing it off, and then putting it away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for like guys, duty, law enforcement, military stuff, like a lot of things you really got to be mindful of. I don't know how this thing would do if I dropped it in sand and mud and like really got this thing dirt and grimy, only because the tolerances are so tight. It is, man. It's like driving a Ferrari. Yep. You don't want to drop that thing off a Jiffy Lube. They got to take it to a pro. But I was impressed, dude. I didn't think I'd like it. And I'm not saying that I love it, but it shoots flat as shit. It is definitely accurate. I love the weight. I like the ergonomics. It feels really familiar, but it does have that Glock swell in the back of it a little bit. So if you're used to shooting 2011 SIG, stuff like that, you'll naturally have to level it all the way through. But I mean, first, what do you shoot? 300-400 rounds out of it? I dig it, dude. Like, I'd really like to see what would happen. You really try to run this thing for a full course of fire just to see how hot it would be. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate him sending it over.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, appreciate you, gents. And if we do bring our course of fire, remember to bring my gloves.
Bring gloves.
Bring gloves.
We're gonna run this thing a little bit more, but I mean, first couple mags out of the box, dude, impressed. But yeah, I mean, pros and cons with everything, man. It's really what the ultimate goal is for you, and I can see why the guys that are shooting competition, the 3-gun stuff, why they really dig it. I mean, it's not this big, long, 50, 60, 100 rounds course of fire. I dig it though, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool. Appreciate you guys sending this thing out. If you guys have not checked out Alien Pistol, definitely give that thing a follow, and as always, man, try before you buy. We're gonna keep running this thing on the flat range. We appreciate you boys. We'll talk soon.